Hi everyone, it's Tracy, Craft Junkie 2, and I've gotten a lot of questions more recently about the pens, black markers, white pens, what do I use? I have been just responding to the emails or trying to respond to the questions that I have that I see posted, but I thought that it would be a neat idea to maybe show you the pens that I use, and then I'll just refer any new inquiries to this video so that they can actually see for themselves. Okay, for my longtime viewers, you know that, or if you watch my first videos, you will see that I'm referring to Sharpie markers. Sharpie markers are these, and they are actually the Sharpie brand, and I prefer to use the actual name brand. The reasons are because Sharpie is a very good marker. It doesn't fade, it doesn't smear, and it doesn't bleed, except if you do a whole lot, like hold it in one place. And when I was doing wood crafts, these were the markers that I would use on my wood crafts to do my faces and to do the extra doodling and stuff, because when I would put a gloss sealer on it, it wouldn't smear. And so this is actually the very best one, and especially like some of the wood crafts that I've done that I have outside, that gets rained on, the sun, or that these do not fade. And so that's why, one of the reasons why I like to use those. When I started doing paper crafting, I would still use the Sharpie markers. I think I researched it, and they are acid free. And so anyway, I would, they weren't going to touch my pictures or anything, so I didn't have to worry about that. But I would still use these two, which is the fine point and then the ultra fine point, and I will refer to these in my first videos. You'll hear me say my Sharpie markers, and so that's what I did. And so I would say maybe in the last 2 or 3 months, I have found some, or maybe a little bit longer than that, I have found some other markers, the Copic markers. These are the multi-liners, and these are just a little bit, they look different than our usual Copic markers. The Copic markers are a little bit bigger, but anyway, these are the multi-liners, and they're the nib. And I found these at Hobby Lobby in the markers section. They come 4 to a pack, and I think they were like $11.99, but then you can get them, you can try to get them when they're half off, or use a 40% off coupon. And these right here have like a brush tip, and then also there's 2 of them in here that have like a little thicker, and on the side here you can kind of see what the point is. So that's real helpful. There's, like I said, there's 4 in a pack, and then I have found 2 different sets. These that I just showed you are the thicker ones, and then they also have the real, I mean, like you can barely see that. And this would be perfect for like those fine, delicate, hard to get into those places that you want to kind of put a little coloring on. So those are good. Those are what I've been using. And another thing that I've been doing, and you'll see, I will use a thicker one and the thicker line, and then I'll come back with a thinner line like that. And what I want to kind of show you, this was my card that I did yesterday, which was March the 1st. I posted this, and if you can kind of see, I have the thicker black line, and then the thinner stitched one. I'm trying to figure out which way to go, sorry. And so that's what I do, is I will use the thicker point. Oops, that one's too big. I'm still getting used to these markers to figure out which one it is. Okay, so I'll use the thicker point, and then to draw around the edge, and then I'll use the thinner one to go around and do the stitching. And so I'm really liking that. Just a couple of other things before I go to the white markers. This is kind of like this one right here. Sorry. This is like with a thicker marker. That would be like more of this size, the Sharpie marker, like this. And so you can kind of see the different points that you have which would be this right here, that will be how big your project, you know, how big the line's going to be. And when in doubt, always test it first. This is another one. This is one of my favorite cards that I did the white pen doodling and everything on, and I think I got so many compliments and so many you know, responses on this. And you can really see how just adding the pen work with the black and the white just really brings this little skater girl to life. Okay, now on to the white markers. That's kind of the really big thing right now, are these white markers. And as you can see, when I show you here on the card, you can really see how it brings this girl to life. Okay, my favorite white pen is the Jelly Roll pen, okay? And I have found mine at two places. I have found mine at peachykeenStamps.com, and I'll put a link there. And then also I have found mine at Joann's. And so I was really excited to find that. You can get 3 in a pack for like $2.57 or something like that. And so there's a lot of ink in here, but I use my pens a lot, so it just really depends, you know, how much you're going to use them to say how long you're going to have to, you know, how long before you'll have to buy some more. Now, I have found that sometimes I need to shake mine down a little bit. It's not a paint pen, but sometimes I just need to shake it down to kind of get it flowing. And then also, if you have like some texture or like a little embossing, like maybe run a scratch piece of paper through your Cuttlebug and just kind of take the tip of it and go through it a little bit. It kind of like gets that ink flowing. Okay, all right. Another one that I just found, I would say maybe, I don't know, January of this year. I don't know how long it's been there, but I found this marker, and it's called a Galaxy marker. And I was going on a hunt because I wanted a thicker marker, you know, because I had the thin one. I had these, but I wanted a thicker one. And so I went one day, I was by myself, and I just went looking and reading. And so, of course, when it says, you know, writes on dark paper, I said, well, this looks interesting. And so it does have a thicker tip. And let me tell you, it works great. Oh, gosh, I love it. Oh, I used it on this. If you can see at the top, I used it on that. So that's giving like a thicker stitch line. Okay. All right. Oh, and I found these at Michael's. That's where I found these. I found these at Michael's, kind of like in a little bin by themselves. And then I found a black slick marker there too. So I don't know how many Galaxy markers are. You can maybe Google or research Galaxy marker and see where you can find them. I haven't shopped online. I don't know if any stores carry them. I'm sure that they are. Another thing that I just want to share with you is, here's my little can of all, I'm trying to go back. Here's my little can of all of my little gel pens. I bought the Jelly Roll pens like in the pack, and so they have tons and tons of colors, and so these are just like the white ones, except they're in the different colors and stuff. And so I like those. And they have the solid colors, and then they also have the like glittery, shimmery colors and stuff. And so guys, you know, any little thing can be really expensive, but a lot of our stores will carry things, you know, half off, give us those coupons. And so just kind of look for that, so all these pens and everything don't cost you so much. I have found, just my own personal thing is, I store my pens down so all the ink comes down. Store them however works best for you, but I just found with working with pens and markers for a long time, I don't think the Sharpie markers, it doesn't matter, but with these pens, if you store it with the ink coming down, I think it works a little bit better. Okay, all right, I think that's all that I have today. I just wanted to kind of maybe answer a few questions. I know I've gotten a lot of new viewers. Thank you, and welcome to my watching my videos. And as you can kind of tell, I did get another computer, and so I'm hoping to get some more videos done for y'all and more things. Now I do, you know, I'm a working mom, And my kids are very, very busy. We're going to start getting more busier because my son is involved in 4-H and he's got a project and all of that. But I will try not to forget about my friends here on YouTube and also on my blog. I really appreciate all of y'all so much. Okay, thanks. Bye.